What's up, everybody? Colton Rohde here today. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine today, Stephen Nolan. I've known Stephen since college. We were both kind of after the same thing. We both wanted to be pro musicians. Stephen is a phenomenal player here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And Stephen and I have recently partnered up to bring you guys some really, really cool content.
I'm Stephen Nolan. I am the owner of MusiciansPathway.com. Like Colton said, he and I have been friends for a long time. We've done a lot of road stuff, a lot of gigs over the years, and we pretty much looked at everything and we said, why don't we just combine it under one umbrella and go at it together instead of alone. I have a course bundle on MusiciansPathway.com, and currently, as of this taping, you can get it for $97. The whole thing, lifetime access, and you get access to the Musicians Pathway Founders Access community as well. Colton and I will probably be doing some videos on there. Colton and I each have YouTube channels. Colton's much more active on his than I am. Colton has his Patreon page. I have a free ebook on my website that you can go and download and learn all the basics about guitar. What Colton and I are going to work on doing is finishing out the 3-course bundle. We're going to work on building out his Patreon
I'm keeping my Patreon page for you guys. I want to build that. I've got a lot of patrons out there, and I really appreciate every one of you guys. Yep. I wanted to better my Patreon page and just basically better everything that I'm doing. And that's why I'm partnering with Stephen here, because we both have some great ideas and we have different ideas, and we're going to combine all that.
We are going to work on building each YouTube channel up. You will see us on multiple platforms. What's going to happen, Colton and I, when it comes to building a business, you're looking at, scripting out the content. You're looking at planning out all this stuff in advance. You're looking at filming. You're looking at editing and all those things. To be just flat out honest with you, to do all those things as a one-man operation is not easy.
Stephen and I are both pro players as well. Stephen gigs downtown on Broadway. I know a lot of you guys that are watching this, even if you're not from the Nashville area, you know about the Broadway scene in Nashville and how big it's gotten over the past few years. But Stephen, he gigs down there.
I'm 4 or 5 nights a week.
Yeah, and I've got some artists that I play with. I do some more artist gigs, and I've got some more stuff coming up this summer. I'm going to be touring. I'm going to be going out to LA, going to Jacksonville, Florida. Going to be going out to Phoenix and doing some stuff this summer as well. So we got all that going on at the same time we're doing this. We're not going to sell you, I'm just going to tell you, we're not selling you BS here.
That's right.
We're not giving you, 5 and become a pro musician in 5 minutes. That's not going to happen because it's not.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. I mean, a lot of the clickbait that you see out there is just that. It's clickbait. We want to come at it with our approach and what's worked for us, and we want to give those things to you.
And we want to make it affordable.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Extremely affordable. Our approach is this. We are not going to be teaching things the same way you see a lot of people teach them. We are not here to overcomplicate things. We are here to give you all the practical skills that we've learned. Basically, the application of all the skills that we've learned, how to really condense that down and make it usable and practical for you. There is no reason for you to be overwhelmed by music education or music theory. You should be able to sit down, pick up your guitar, strum chords, or play a melody, or sit there and play along to your favorite songs and enjoy being able to do that. For some of you, it might be, basically kind of like where Colton and I started. You might be going out with some guys on the weekends and playing in a local club somewhere. You should be able to, get the songs that you guys are going to play, be able to sit down, listen to them, chart them by ear. Even if you're in the car going to work, in the morning, flip on one of the songs, sit there and call the changes out, while you're sitting in the parking lot or something, while you're on your lunch break, and just knock out 1 or 2 songs real quick without even having your guitar, in your lap. We're going to teach you skills like that.
And you may not even be wanting to do that. You may be somebody that just wants to be a bedroom guitarist, as we say, right?
That's right.
You may want to just play for fun, but it's a lot more fun when you have the fundamentals that you need to learn the stuff you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn your favorite song, or maybe you want to come up with, like he was talking about, a simple melody.
Yes.
Just coming up with something. Maybe you write your own songs and you want to come up with a simple melody for that. And it's like I said, it's much more enjoyable when you have the tools and the knowledge you need to do that. And we want to make that happen for you guys the simplest way possible.
What you're going to get with us, you're going to get a simplified approach. You're going to get practicality, and you're not going to get bogged down with a bunch of crazy terminology that is not going to do you any good. It's not necessary. This is to be quite honest, this is old-fashioned guitar lessons with a simplified, streamlined approach that is digestible. You can sit down in 5-10 minutes, watch the video, get the concept, and sit there and just work on it. We're not going to waste any of your time whatsoever. The way that we're going to organize the curriculum through the website, through the Patreon, you're going to be able to go through and find what it is you're looking for. And if you don't find what it is you're looking for, reach out to us. Put a comment in the comment section or wherever it is. Like I said, you can find us on all these platforms, and we're going to read the comments, and we're going to try our best to serve everybody well. As a business, we're going to try to serve our customers well. It's definitely not perfect, that's for sure.
We're not formatting this to one style or one specific genre or anything like that. So if you're watching this and you're a guitar player, you can get something out of this. I promise you that.
We want to format this and organize this in such a way that when you sit down, we take you from point A to point B, and then you've learned the actual skill that it was that you set out to learn. We want you to learn the practical skills necessary. We want to stair step the journey for you. When we tell you, hey, this week, just learn these 3 chords. That's the goal for the week.
Yeah.
Like I said, Colton's been playing at least 22 years. I've got every bit of 20. We've been along that journey. So we're going to show you each mile marker. We're going to put mile markers in front of you, goals that you're supposed to hit.
Yeah.
And we want you to be able to come away feeling like, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to what I'm about to learn next week. So that way, after 6 months, after a year, you can honestly look back and see the progress that you've made. Like Colton just said, we're not here to sell you hacks or one trick that only the pros know. Colton and I are both pros, and we will absolutely be the first ones to tell you there are no secrets.
No, I work hard. I know Stephen does too, but I work hard at this thing. This is because I'm doing this professionally.
Yes.
And gosh almighty, we're in Nashville, Tennessee. All the pros are here, right?
Yeah.
There's so many good players here, but I have to work hard at this. There's no tricks to this. I can promise you that. There's no trick. The trick is practice. A lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of practice, but what we want to do is we want to give you the easiest method and the easiest way to approach your practicing so that you can learn the most in the least amount of time is what we want to do.
That's right. We want to be able to simplify that whole practice process. Yep. When you see us make a G chord, or you see us make an E chord, we're not going to sit there and take 20 minutes showing you the ins and outs of an E chord. Because when you're on stage, you're not going to be sitting there thinking about, I put my finger here. You're going to instinctively do it. So we want to help you build that kind of level of skill. And there are approaches that will get you to that point without having to waste a whole bunch of time.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about some magic formula or some crazy gimmick approach. I'm talking about 2 seasoned professionals showing you how that's done and how you can go implement that today. By no means will we ever tell you, hey, you don't have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. One thing that we're going to do, our first steps, are that we're going to get everything that Colton and I have worked on, we're going to get that organized and in order. But our next steps beyond that, we're going to bring in other teachers that teach instruments. I know me personally, one of my things with Musician's Pathway, I have a couple of mentors of mine who you'll find out about them later. One of them does all the acoustic sections of session work in town. He's been doing it for years. Another one is a steel player friend of mine who's played on a lot of major recordings. Mine and Colton's guitar teacher.
Huge mentor to me.
Huge mentor to both of us. I mean, our careers, he showed us the ropes. You will see him eventually. Colton and I, we're going to have to get our stuff organized first, but there's going to be a lot of seasoned professionals that we're going to help build out educational materials for that you will see on our website as well. We want you to understand that you're going to get a lot out of this. We're going to put everything, every ounce of creativity, every ounce of organization, every ounce of knowledge that we have into these products. And when you see something from Musician's Pathway and from all the platforms that we're a part of, you can trust that our brand is bringing you the best high quality content that you can find out there.
As Stephen said earlier, we're super excited to get this off the ground and get it up and running. And as I mentioned, Stephen's already got a beginner's course out there. We're going to add more to that real soon. Stay tuned. We've got some great things coming, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.